what you're gonna do. When the end, W-O, destroys you.
Anything less would be civilized.
Hey everybody, friends and fellow truth seekers alike. How are you today? I hope you are doing well. Welcome to the Brave New World Order podcast, straight out the catacombs of podcasting. I am your host, Brandon St. One, and today I'm going to continue on with the Emerald Tablets of Thoth series. We're going to look at Emerald Tablet number 2, which is the Halls of Amenti. And we're going to dive into that. But first, if you like what I'm doing here, you can like this, you can leave a comment, you can subscribe, you can also share this with your friends, your family, and random people. Just send it out to randoms if you want, some randos on Twitter or whatever. Just say, hey, check this out. This is interesting. Because today, we're going to continue on separating ourselves a little bit from the current events because I'm just a little bit sick of everything going on. And we can all go around in circles. And there's a million, trillion different people chiming in on every little thing. And I'm just not in the mood right now to talk about it. So I want to look at more empowering, more interesting, more deep knowledge type stuff on this show. And I'm going to dive back into more of that other current events and stuff too. But right now, I just feel like it's too much going on, too much of the same shit. Everybody has the same thing to say about it and stuff. So I'm just not really in the mood to chime in on all the bullshit. I want to move forward and learn some deep stuff and just empower myself and just raise my vibration and level up as much as I can every single day. So thank you very much for joining me. And you can also email me. I forgot about that. The Brave New World Order podcast at gmail.com. You can follow me on Twitter at Brave NWO Podcast. And if you like what I'm doing here and you want to help me out, you can click the link in the show notes and support the show. And I would thank you so much for doing so. And I just thank you for joining me, like I say, every episode, coming along with me on my journey, exploring this reality, because there's so much to learn. There's so much out there. It's mind-blowing to me. And if you're like me, a curious individual, I hope you find this interesting as well. So let's dive into the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, Emerald Tablet number 2, the Halls of Amenti. And in this one is where Thoth explains that there's a passage to Amenti, which is the underworld that's underneath sunken Atlantis. This passage is beneath the Great Pyramid. And this pyramid he built, which ties into the Cataclysm chronology and the Anuna, the episode I did previously. If you haven't heard that one, check it out, where Enki is the benefactor, who is possibly Thoth, and also possibly Enoch, possibly Hermes Trismegistus, and I believe that this man built the Great Pyramid. Possibly. It's all possible, but it's pretty interesting. I like the theories. I like that how this all ties into a lot of the stuff I talk about with the maniac elite overlords running the show here in this reality. And then we have a benefactor. That all ties in. I mean, it all ties into obviously like Jesus Christ and Christianity too, where we have a benefactor that is looking out for us. And this might all tie into that individual as well. So it's just something worth exploring. So this is Thoth explaining Amenti and how there's a passage beneath the Great Pyramid, and that the children of light, which Thoth is one of the children of light, they go to Amenti and they sleep for a while, and then they incarnate and then come to Earth and try to help men. They try to lead men away from darkness and guide humanity. So this is the tablet that explains that. It also explained how Thoth goes to the Halls of Amenti and frees himself from bondage so that he can live as long as he wants and then guide humanity, and as different incarnations. So when you look at Hermes Trismegistus, he incarnated thrice greatest, at least thrice times. So let's take a look at Emerald Tablet number 2, and I hope you really enjoy this one, and I'll check back after. Enjoy. The Emerald Tablets of Thoth. Emerald Tablet number 2. The Halls of Amenti. Deep in the earth's heart lie the Halls of Amenti. Far beneath the islands of sunken Atlantis, halls of the dead and halls of the living, bathed in the fire of the infinite all. Far in a past time, lost in the space-time, the children of light look down on the world, see the children of men in their bondage, bound by the force that came from beyond. Knew they that only by freedom from bondage could man ever rise from the earth to the sun. Down they descended in created bodies, taking the semblance of men as their own. The masters of everything said after their forming, "We are they who were formed from the space dust, partaking of life from the infinite all, living in the world as children of men, like and yet unlike the children of men." Then, for a dwelling place, far beneath the earth's crust, blasted great spaces they by their power, spaces apart from the children of men, surrounded them by forces and power, shielded from harm they, the halls of the dead. Side by side then, placed they other spaces, filled them with life and with light from above. Builded they then the halls of Amenti, that they might dwell eternally there, living with life to eternity's end. 32 were there of the children, sons of light who had come among men, seeking to free from the bondage of darkness those who were bound by the force from beyond. Deep in the halls of life grew a flower, flaming, expanding, driving backward the night. Placed in the center, a ray of great potence, life-giving, light-giving, filling with power all who came near it. Placed they around it thrones, 32, places for each of the children of light, placed so that they were bathed in the radiance, filled with the life from the eternal light. There, time after time, placed they their first created bodies, so that they might be filled with the spirit of life. 100 years out of each 1,000 must the life-giving light flame forth on their bodies, quickening, awakening the spirit of life. There, in the circle from eon to eon, sit the great masters, living a life not known among men. There, in the halls of life, they lie sleeping. Free flows their soul through the bodies of men. Time after time, while their bodies lie sleeping, incarnate they in the bodies of men, teaching and guiding onward and upward, out of the darkness into the light. There, in the hall of life, filled with their wisdom, known not to the races of man, living forever beneath the cold fire of life, sit the children of light. Times there are when they awaken, come from the depths to be lights among men, infinite they among finite. He who by progress has grown from the darkness, lifted himself from the night into light, free is he made of the halls of Amenti, free of the flower of light and of life. Guided he then, by wisdom and knowledge, passes from man to the master of life. There he may dwell as one with the masters, free from the bonds of the darkness of night. Seated within the flower of radiance sit 7 lords from the space-time above us, helping and guiding through infinite wisdom, the pathway through time of the children of men. Mighty and strange, they, veiled with their power, silent, all-knowing, drawing the life force, different yet one with the children of men. I, different and yet one with the children of light. Custodians and watchers of the force of man's bondage, ready to loose when the light has been reached. First and most mighty sits the veiled presence, Lord of Lords, the infinite nine, over the others from each cosmic cycle, weighing and watching the progress of men. Under he sits the lords of the cycles, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, each with his mission, each with his power, guiding, directing the destiny of man. There sit they, mighty and potent, free of all time and space. Not of this world they, yet akin to it. Elder brothers they, of the children of men, judging and weighing, they with their wisdom, watching the progress light among men. There before them was I, led by the dweller, watched him blend with one from above. Then from he came forth a voice saying, Great art thou, Thoth, among children of men, free henceforth of the halls of Amenti, master of life among children of men. Taste not of death, except as thou will it. Drink thou of life to eternity's end. Henceforth, forever is life, thine for the taking. Henceforth is death, at the call of thy hand. Dwell here or leave here when thou desireth. Free is Amenti to the Son of Man. Take thou up life in what form thou desireth. Child of the light that has grown among men, choose thou thy work, for all souls must labor, never be free from the pathway of light. One step thou hast gained on the long pathway upward, infinite now is the mountain of light. Each step thou taketh but heightens the mountain, all of thy progress but lengthens the goal. Approach ye ever the infinite wisdom, ever before thee recedes the goal. Free are ye made now of the halls of Amenti to walk hand in hand with the lords of the world, one in one purpose, working together, bringers of light to the children of men. Then from his throne came one of the masters, taking my hand and leading me onward through all the halls of the deep hidden land. Led he me through the halls of Amenti, showing the mysteries that are known not to man. Through the dark passage, downward, he led me into the hall where sits the dark death. Vast as space lay the great hall before me, walled by darkness but yet filled with light. Before me arose a great throne of darkness, veiled on it seated a figure of night. Darker than darkness sat the great figure, dark with a darkness not of the night. Before it then paused the master, speaking the word that brings about life, saying, O Master of darkness, guide of the way from life unto life, before thee I bring a son of the morning. Touch him not ever with the power of night, call not his flame to the darkness of night. Know him and see him, one of our brothers, lifted from the darkness into the light. Release thou his flame from its bondage, free let it flame through the darkness of night. Raise then the hand of the figure, forth came a flame that grew clear and bright, rolled back swiftly the curtain of darkness, unveiled the hall from the darkness of night. Then grew in the great space before me, flame after flame from the veil of the night. Uncounted millions leaped they before me, some flaming forth as flowers of fire. Others there were that shed a dim radiance, glowing but faintly from out of the night. Some there were that faded swiftly, others that grew from a small spark of light, each surrounded by its dim veil of darkness, yet flaming with the light that could never be quenched. Coming and going like fireflies in springtime, filled they the space with light and with life. Then spoke a voice mighty and solemn, saying, "These are lights that are souls among men, growing and fading, existing forever, changing yet living, through death into life. When they have bloomed into flower, reached the zenith of growth in their life, swiftly then send I my veil of darkness, shrouding and changing to new forms of life, steadily upward throughout the ages, growing, expanding into yet greater flame, lighting the darkness with yet greater power, quenched yet unquenched by the veil of the night. So grows the soul of man ever upward, quenched yet unquenched by the darkness of night. I, death, come, and yet I remain not, for life eternal exists in the all. Only an obstacle I in the pathway, quick to be conquered by the infinite light. Awaken, O flame that burns ever inward, flame forth and conquer the veil of the night. Then in the midst of the flames and the darkness grew there one that drove forth the night, flaming, expanding, ever brighter, until at last nothing was left but light. Then spoke my guide, the voice of the Master, "See your own soul as it grows in the light, free now forever from the Lord of the night." Forward he led me through many great spaces filled with the mysteries of the children of light, mysteries that man may never yet know of until he, too, is a son of the light. Backward then he led me into the light of the hall of the light. Knelt I then before the great masters, lords of all, from the cycles above. Spoke he then with words of great power, saying, "Thou hast been made free of the halls of Amenti. Choose thou thy work among the children of men." Then spoke I, "O great Master, let me be a teacher of men, leading them onward and upward, until they too are lights among men, freed from the veil of the night that surrounds them, flaming with the light that shall shine among men." Spoke to me then the voice, "Go as ye will, so be it decreed. Master are ye of your destiny, free to take or reject at will. Take ye the power, take ye the wisdom, shine as a light among the children of men." Upward then led me the dweller. Dwelt I again among children of men, teaching and showing some of my wisdom. Son of the light of fire among men. Now again I tread the path downward, seeking the light into the darkness of night. Hold ye and keep ye, preserve my record, guide shall be it to the children of men. All right, there you have it, the Emerald Tablet of Thoth number 2. And that is the Halls of Amenti, and I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it vibrates with you, hope it resonates with you. I hope it increases your vibration, all of that good stuff. I hope it makes you feel positive, and I hope it leads you down a path and you read more about this and explore more of our reality. That's what this is really about. I'm exploring this reality, and just by you coming here and clicking on this, you must be doing that as well. So I encourage everybody to just keep digging deep, and if you find anything interesting, you know, you can hit me up. You can email me, the Brave New World Order Podcast @gmail.com. Follow me on Twitter @BraveNWO Podcast. And if you like what I'm doing and you feel like you want to support me and help me out, I'm the one-man gang running the show. You can click the link in the show notes and you can support me. And I am very grateful if you do so. If not, I am grateful that you're just here coming along with me, like I always say, exploring this reality. So I'll check in later, Emerald Tablet number 3, and maybe a current events episode if I feel like anything really interests me and I want to talk about it. But for now, stay positive, think for yourself, question every single thing out there. Peace out, much love.